bridges, bears. Bert Hinkler. Welcome to Bundaberg, famous for its rum distillery and pioneer of aviation, Bert Hinkler. I've come to Bundy in search of a job. For those who don't know, the visa that I'm on requires that I complete some agricultural work, and lo and behold, I have found a job. Where? A chili farm. Fast forward to my first day. I got up. I'm so tired. Got changed and headed off. Now, chilies grow on the bottom of these bushes, which, if you're tall, might be a problem. 3 hours later. Well, for 3.5 hours I was the best gosh darn chili picker in my family. But I got fired. I'm too tall apparently, so yeah. Having drove the hour and a half to get to Bundy, I thought, why not make a day of it? So I headed off to the Bert Hinkler Museum of Aviation. Bert Hinkler was a pioneer of aviation. He was the first person to fly solo from England to Australia in 1928. But other than the very high-tech flight simulators and displays, there was something else I was interested in here. Well, this looks out of place. It's a British house. But what is this symbol of Pims and cricket doing here in this tropical paradise? This was Bert's house. He built it in 1925 in Southampton. The balcony was definitely an Aussie addition. With Bert's untimely death due to a plane crash near Tuscany, his house in the UK fell into the hands of the city council. Now, with the threat of demolition in the 80s, the museum here, in Bundy, bought it, and brick by brick painstakingly transported the house here to Bert's hometown. The museum's definitely worth a visit. But after getting my fill of aviation history, I was ready for some local flavour. So I headed to Grunsky's by the river, a seafood market and restaurant famous for its fresh catches and laid-back vibes. And let me tell you, after a day of crouching over chili plants, a bit of fresh barramundi was what I needed. A few days later, I found another job on a citrus farm working with some Fijians. Those guys were strong. I later found out it was only 1 day's worth of work. It's tremendously big. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's so freaky deaky. With my job finding not being that successful in Bundaberg, I decided to change my plans. My thinking is that if I get a movable house, I can move to where the work is. Cue the caravan search. I spent the next few weeks looking at caravans. I probably travelled some 3,000 kilometres heading up and down to the Gold Coast. I saw some vintage examples. Pretty cool, but a bit too old. I saw renovated caravans. I mean, they were cool looking as well, but the quality just wasn't there. Then I thought, I'll go with a caravan that has its original interior. Something in a colour scheme that I can stand. Why was peach so popular? I whittled it down to 2 options. A single axle from 2002 and a dual axle from 2005. The 2005 was technically a better caravan. It was $3,000 more. But the single axle I thought looked nicer on the inside. And it was cheaper! And it came with a bloomin' toaster. What? It's a nice toaster! Well, thanks for watching my promenade adventure so far. Join me next time when I move into my new acquisition and find out some of the pitfalls of van life. Oh, wow. Treachery! We have a slight leaky area. Next time on Barely Moving. Bye!